So today we'll just try to cover some of the tips in Tableau. So generally when you would like to show some dimension on the based on metric like top 5 or bottom 5, you'll just use the filters to do that. But in some cases where you would like to visualize both top and bottom, then like we have to find some way normal filters won't work. So let me just pull the product name. Then sales. Let me sort it. By field sales, and let me make it dynamic by using some parameter. Similarly, let me duplicate this. Instead of top, I will just add bottom. But now the issue is the axes are not matching. So to do that, just we will find here the top is like 61,600. Let's edit the axis fixed, and fixed, and we'll make it 65,000. And 65,000 fixed in. Same thing we'll do it for the other sheet as well. So edit axis, fixed. Now we'll just hide the title. We'll pull the labels as well. So if you pull a dashboard, where you can place some cells and sheet 2 on the bottom. Hide the title, hide labels for the columns, and hide the axis as well. Pull this bottom. Okay, so hide title, hide product. So this way we can just try to visualize. So if you want top 10 or 21, but in this, like, we have a lot of complications and we have to do the formatting and fixed axis, and also it's not that useful, or and though this is a way, this is not that much preferred. So instead we will try to have a different approach to show both top and bottom in a single visualization only. So to do that, what we will do is we will just follow the sets approach here. So product name, create set, okay, top by field, sales, sum, okay. Instead of 10, let's make it dynamic by using the parameter top 10. Okay, so we will name it top set. Okay. Similarly, we'll create one more set. The product name. Create set. Sales. Sum, and go for bottom. Just use the top and parameter. Okay, we'll name it as bottom set. So now what it does is, in the top set we will have only the product's name, which we have the top 10 products based on the sales, and in this set we will have the bottommost 10 products, or like whatever we give as input in the top 10, those many products sales we will have. So click OK. So now we have two sets. One is top set and the other one is bottom set. So in the top set you have top values and the bottom set you have the values. So what you can do is now create a combined set. So here the top set, the other one we have to select this bottom set. So this is like kind of joins when I mean. So here in this, like all members in both set, top 5 and bottom both will come. And shared member in both sets, what it does is like as the figure shows clearly, only the product name or product whichever is there both in top end and bottom end will come. For example, let's take a case where you have total 10 products and you would like to give input as 6. So the 6th product, which is 6th on top and it's common in bottom as well. So 5th and 6th product will be coming into the shared members in both set. And in the top set shared members, it will show only the top set which is not coming in the joint of both top and bottom set. And the same thing is applicable here as well. So combined set, what it does is like it will just combine both the values from the sets based on the inputs and the type of joints you create here. So let me click OK. So the set one is the combined set. So let me edit. So let me put the same field, product name. And sales. So let me pull the combined set. So okay. Let me show the names. So based on the inputs, now we have selected one. So top and bottom, like whichever is topmost and whichever is bottommost, we are getting. And if we select 8, based on the top and bottom, we will be able to view or visualize. So in this, like we don't have much work of synchronizing the axis, making to the visualization, then placing them in the right position in dashboard alignment. We won't have any such issues. So this is the first one I had for today. Any doubts? Okay, we'll move on to the next one. So the next one is nothing but the motion graph or motion chart. So let me pull it. Month here. Let me filter for the time being 1 year or maybe a year. Okay. So let me pull the sales. Let me pull the profit as well. So now we have sales and profit and stuff, and let me change it to circle. And let me pull the month of order date to the pages. So here, what I mean by motion graph is like once based on the selection, we'll be able to view how, based on the selection, we'll be able to view the trend. And here we have like a couple of other features as well. So for the time being, we are just able to see based on the selection whatever month or something. So we do have more options on this. So let me, currently it has shown only March. So once if I click the trial, so once if I click both, in that case where you will be able to view both line and trial as well. Okay, for all, not for selected. Okay, once you select all, and based on the selection, you will be able to view the trace, how it looks, and the past trends as well. If you remove the both and if you keep trials only, we'll be able to see the line and the selected month. You will have the mark, and once if you select March, you'll be able to only view the marks, not the line. And here we have an option fade. So based on the magnitude, we keep the fading option will work. So if we keep like full thing, we can see the fade is a bit less, and if you reduce it fully, it's like complete fade. So this is what I mean by motion graph theory. So based on the selection, like the user will be able to view the trend, and this how it shows. So the use case is rather than presenting the whole trend or something, so if you present the audience, they will be more focused on looking at the visualization rather than listening what we say. So in this case, what we can do, for example, if you are explaining the trend about March or April, we can just select till here and we can explain, and as the presentation goes, we can just play it so the user will be able to visualize. And one more feature here, so instead of showing all, if you would like to view only last 5 or 3 based on the selection, what it does, so now we have selected December, we are able to see for November, October and September. Same thing will be applicable, like based on the number of months you select. And trials, mostly these type of things, everyone prefers going for a dash line rather than the line. So again, here you can format the line and color all those. So this is why it's known as motion graphics. So once you press this play button, it's like kind of motion showing the trajectory, how the trend has been. So currently, since we have kept last 3 months, it's showing. So let's increase it a bit, 7 or 8 maybe. So once you play here, it will start from December and it will go till January. And once you click here, it will just go from January to December. So this is known as the motion graph. So any doubts?
Can you just recap it once, like from where you got that option?
Which option?
The motion.
Okay, so here we have like 2 triangles, right? The play button. So once you tap, you'll get the motion. And to get this, you have to just pull based on whichever field you would like to see the motion in the pages field. So here I have pulled the month of order date. So that's why I'm getting all the controls on the month of order date.
Okay, can you do it for something else other than maybe now year? If you want to do, how you'll just filter year out and pull it?
Currently we have only 1 year. Okay, if you want, maybe I'll just add for 2 years. Okay, 2019 as well. Okay, and let me do this out. Okay, year of order date. So once you select 2019, whatever like associated 2019 will be there, and once you play, it will go direct from 2019 to 2020. Earlier, if you note, we were having on the month-wise trend and line. So here maybe since we have only 1 year, irrespective of like last and first everything. So once I give mark, it's like currently it's like 2020 we are trying to view, and the earlier 2019.
We usually don't have this pages option, right?
Where?
The above the filter pages option, we don't usually have it, right? In Tableau,
we will have.
Like we'll have to like enable it, right? Because I have not seen it usually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. No, so by default it should be there. Maybe you just have to enable that window. So okay. Normally it will be there in all the.
Okay, I'll check because I've never seen it. Maybe I am in my copy. I'll have to upload it or enable it, something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Me.
Okay. Then next 2 more feature what I had for today is, so one is once you make dashboard, like in the objects you can see 2 buttons which I have never used in my project till now. One is the navigation and the other one is download. These 2 buttons recently I came across, so I thought I would take this as well. So before pulling this button, let me pull a container. Place it on. Okay. So basically, if we have like two buttons, one is navigation and the other one is download. Let's see what this download does. Okay, here we got the button. So download PDF. So once if you go to edit button, you can just see the feature like export to cross-tab image or PowerPoint or PDF. So actually we will have this feature here, so dashboard and export image or something. So, but I'm not sure like how to export PDF with this option. But here we have an option to export it to PDF or image or cross-tab or PowerPoint based on whichever you select. So for the time being, let me select image, and the button select style text or image. So once if it is image button, we have to just pull up image based on how we used to insert image for keeping the logo of client or something like that. It's quite similar. So once you click on choose button, it will show from where you would like to browse and insert the image. So for the time being, let me give the text button and title maybe. Since I am downloading image, let me make it as like or export image. Okay, so once I keep the title, and these are like somewhat like formatting, dotted lines or background, doesn't matter. So it's similar. And tooltip, click here. Port. So, but once you click here, we won't have any option to export. Still, it comes to the control and this thing. We can use these buttons once we are in the slideshow. So currently, if you see, we have come to slideshow. Once if we click the export image, now it says like where should I export. So currently, let me export in desktop only, and like whichever format you want, PNG or BMP or JPG, we'll have all those features. So let me export to desktop only. We hope it's saved. Let me go and open image. Yeah, product. So if you look at that, we are just able to get the image. It's not limited only to image as we have discussed already. Even if you would like to export it to PDF or cross-tab or PowerPoint, whatever, we'll be able to export. And more, this feature is only applicable when we have the dashboarding slideshow. So this is one feature. And next, coming to the navigation button. So this navigation button, as the name says, it will help us to navigate to the different dashboards of the same workbook. So another button as well. So currently you have so many dashboards, maybe let me edit button. Once if I go similar to the export, we have an option. So navigate. So list of dashboards, whatever is there in this workbook, we will be able to view here. So for example, currently I'm in product drill down. I would like to navigate to performance. So let me change the name as well. Again, here also we have the similar option, whether do you need image button or text button. So let me enter the title as, so here we are navigating to performance dashboard, right? So let me name it as performance and the button and here to go to performance dashboard. Again, the same. This feature is not applicable when we are in the normal view. We have to go to the slide. So, and once I click on the performance dashboard, now I'm able to go to the performance dashboard. And yeah, similarly, if you would like to navigate, create navigation button, we can just make it in the performance. And I observed like this is not limited only to dashboard, even the sheets whichever we have. So instead of dashboard, if you have some detailed sheet with cross tabs and those, you can just navigate to the performance or sheet whatever. So as we have given the tooltip, here we have like click here to go to performance. Also, it's possible without slideshow as well, but what you are supposed to do is you have to click Alt plus click, then in that case it works. Normal click won't work. That's also some of the feature of this navigation button and download button. So this is all I had for today.